Yeah, so you've got the ships coming in here, right? So whatever it is that you're looking for, whether that be advice, support, could be just mutual support. And then the first thing I flipped to is the ships as well. The first page that came out. It's got different kinds of ships here. What's this? 6 of coins. Again, with somebody giving somebody money. So either you're waiting for exchange for somebody to give you money, or somebody's waiting for you to give them money. One of the two. Whatever that is. Show off. Parade or exhibit. Ostentatiously flaunt. Show off, put on an act, parade, try to impress. Pose, posture, grandstand, attitudinize, showing off, drawing attention to oneself as by rowdy behavior or exhibitionism. Person who puts on an act, shows off, assumes a role in attempt to impress others. A poser. So somebody could think that you're a poser. This could be with the amount of stuff that you've done for them in the past when it came to an exchange, or just whatever your gifts, talents, and abilities are. And it can be these other 3 over here as well. But I think one of them's not paying attention out of the 3. One of them doesn't really give a shit anyways. And if it's you, Queen of Cups, that has the problem, don't worry. It's not everybody that sees you that way as a show-off. Even this other person here that's got the landlord energy doesn't see you as a show-off. They're more like just wanting their bag, their money. They don't really give 2 shits. And then this other person that has an interest in you obviously doesn't think you're a show-off either. So if you're portraying to certain people your gifts and they're taking it a certain way, keep in mind that that's also their insecurities as well. If you're doing your own thing, you're minding your own business, and other people have an opinion about it and it's not in the highest light, in the highest form, and you're really not focusing your energy on them at all, very well could be their insecurities. Let's say, for example, somebody does pottery or something like that, and they move in across the street, and somebody else used to do pottery, but they gave it up. Let's say they just lost the ambition, they lost their drive for it, and they no longer want to create pottery. And then they see somebody else and it sparks their interest, and they take a liking to it right off the bat. But then over time, it becomes a almost spiteful jealousy sort of thing. I was going to say spell work. Almost becomes like a spiteful jealousy kind of energy. And it's because they're not fulfilling what they wanted to do that brings them joy and happiness, but you yourself are, and they see that, and they want to embody that. So instead of acknowledging the fact that they kind of let that die or gave up on it, they just project onto you their insecurities or their doubts or their worries or their concerns or their jealousy or any of that stuff. And you could very well be picking up on this. Not that it's fair. It's not fair at all, but typically that's the way it goes. Don't worry, nobody's paying too much mind to them anyways, even if they have a problem with you. I got shrill, grating chirp of a cricket or grasshopper. Stridulation, shrill or high-pitched treble. So this could really bother this person, whoever this is. But it doesn't look like they're getting too much attention. This could be a Cancerian, because right underneath that I got crab and lobster related. This could be somebody that's related to you as well. Sustenance. You're just worried about getting what's necessary for you, like the essentials and stuff like that. I don't really think you care too much. If this other person wants something from you and you owe it to them, just give it to them. If you're this person that's wanting it from somebody else, just be patient. Okay, there was an agreement that was made previously, so whatever that was, there's justice coming in. Something's going to be cleared up. There's no problem with it. I don't see any problems with it. What else do we got here? Virgo. Unknown. Crawl. To creep, to advance slowly, slyly, or weakly. Somebody could be just monitoring you, or keeping an eye on you, or keeping tabs on you. They may really want to get back in your energy if you've separated them. from your bubble, so to speak. Masculine, male, mainly robust, bold, or unwomanly, designating nouns which are the names of male animals and etc. So whatever this masculine energy is definitely dominating. It could be taking up a lot of your time. Well, we got the two different male energies that came through here. We've got the King of Coins and the one that's within the Two of Cups. Normally, this could be, I would see this as a union within self too. This could be balancing the masculine and feminine within yourself, but this is two different energies I'm getting over here. And the energy I'm getting from the Two of Cups resembles a lot, whether you're sisters or you're really good friends that are almost identical. Whatever this is, the Queen of Cups and the one in the Two of Cups are very similar energies that I'm getting. They just dress different. Maybe you have a duality to yourself. I wouldn't say multiple personalities, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you have a good day or if you have a bad day, it's going to be whoever you're going to come out as. That could be it. Scratch. To mark or wound with something sharp. To tear with nails. To withdraw from the list of competitors. A score in a surface. A slight wound. A line from which runners start. Most heavily handicapped in a contest. Taken at random and hastily collected. So I just see somebody drawing a line in the sand. So that could be your boundaries. If you're not wanting people to come into your energy. Like I said, you could have cut somebody off. I'm also seeing somebody that's kind of scratching at their own skin. So maybe you've got an allergic reaction or something like that. Or you're just, you know, when people, I wouldn't say like the scream face like that. But like when people are just so pissed off, they're like, ah, right? And it's almost like a fake scratch down the face. A frustrated energy. That could have something to do with Mercury. Sorcery. Dragora. What else we got? There's that support coming in again. Fox. A name or named in folk tales and fables. Reynard. Fox lair. Earth. Fox tail. Brush. Adjective for a fox. Vulpine. Female fox. A vixen. You could consider yourself a vixen if you are this Queen of Cups over here. Very self-loving, attractive. You care about how you dress. What else do we got? I'm going to move this out of the way so I can see that. Change. Virgin. Maybe you're sick and tired of keeping to yourself sexually. I mean, if you're going to go out there, just be careful. You've been inspired by the King of Coins, even though he's after you for something. Or you inspire this King of Coins. Three of Coins. You've got your keys. This almost looks like, normally this would just give me your gifts, talents, and abilities, but since he's putting his hand up there, it's almost like calling it quits, like enough already. I don't know if you can see that. It's like enough already, I'm done with this. This almost seems like the younger version of the King of Coins. Front. Defenders. Multiply. What else you got, Virgo? Disband. To dismiss from military service, to disperse. To retire from military service, to dissolve connection. So this cutoff could have been pretty strict when you drew this line with this person. You just wanted to dissolve the connection completely. This person could be ex-military, or maybe they come from the military family. That could be where the fortune is, like when it comes to the coins. Because this doesn't feel like a spiritual wealth. This is something that is like worked hard for. And defended as well. I think you came in all loving and stuff like that, or this person came into you all loving, and whatever the exchange was, when it came down to it, that connection that you had, when it separated, now it's just about the money, and then there's this other person on the side when it comes to the Two of Cups. So you could have been distracted, somebody else caught your attention, whether you're this King of Coins or you're the Queen of Cups. But there was something that happened here. It brought in justice. So it could have been something you said, but it's ended. Whatever that was, now it's just straight money. Four-sided, closed figure, quadrilateral tetragon, 4-year period. So there could have been a 4-year period, like a 4-year lease, or 4 years that you dealt with this person, or there was a contract of 4 years. And then multiply by 4. Combining form. Dominate. To rule, to predominate over. Yeah, you may not have liked that dominating energy, or you were the dominant energy and this other person didn't like that whatsoever. What can we get for past life oracle? Is this like a recurring cycle? Honestly, guys, my energy lately has been a little bit scattered. I've been trying to keep myself grounded. Personally over here. Greco-Roman. So this person that you're dealing with that has a military background is Greco-Roman. They've got some form of ties with that. And this is past life oracle. So this is something they've dealt with. Like I said, long line, family trait, something that's passed down. This is something they do again and again. They have their keys. That family has already secured their keys. They already know what they can use to tap into the spiritual essence of things, to use their gifts to accumulate wealth in this reality. They already know what they're doing. Maybe you started to see this too. You might not have had your keys before, or you did, but you had maybe kind of a lack mentality, so it kind of blocks certain things for you. Then when you met this person, they were like a muse. They kind of inspired you in a certain way, especially when it comes to financial gain, which allowed you to open up some other doors. But that also calls in other people too. When that happens, especially when you're working hard and you're just manifesting the shit out of stuff, you start calling in other people, other things, other opportunities. And this person may not have been doing it for you, but they could have just been in your life temporarily. Like, you met this person, you exchanged what you needed to, you served out the contract, it's over, and now you've moved on from that. But I don't think this other person wants that to end. That's not your problem if that's the case. And this could be vice versa too. This could be you, the King of Coins, in that energy, and you're just like, you found a different partner, somebody very similar to this other woman over here. Like, I mean very similar. It almost happened on both ends. If this is two masculine, two feminines, then it's almost like you both just kind of swapped to the next person that's very similar like them. Now, I don't know if this is to recreate the same cycle, or you didn't learn something from the last cycle, or you learned what you needed to, and now you're being given the version of the person that you wanted, but in a different vessel, if that makes sense. Okay, what else we got? Formation of troops in close arm array. Formation of troops. You could have a spiritual team backing you up that kind of set this whole thing up, that brought in the justice. You didn't even see it coming, it just happened. It's not a bad thing. Thank your ancestors. What else we got for past life oracle cards? Virgo. Ooh. Phobias. So one of the things that got in the way could have been your own fears too. That's also a cycle, something that was passed down. Maybe your ancestors weren't brave enough or bold enough to state what they wanted or what they needed. But she looks very hopeful. Very hopeful. And it doesn't look like you're allowing your fears to overtake whatever opportunities you have coming right now. He might. He might. So maybe this is the guy over here, the King of Coins, that has the phobia. Imprisonment or slavery. He could be looking at time. Maybe he did something that was illegal when it came to documents. Maybe that's why you didn't sign something or you dropped out of it. Because there was something going on behind the scenes, and when you found out more information, you backed the fuck off. The door's open though, so he hasn't quite locked himself up just yet. Quick, Silver. So quick with the tongue. Let's see what we get for love oracle card. Mask at the bottom. Oh, that came up quick. Dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So whatever ended, that contract's done. You don't have to participate. You can pursue this other Two of Cups energy here, whether this be with yourself or somebody else. I think this is with a partner, and you're allowed to move forward after finding out whatever you found out. If you still owe this person money, just be careful with that, because if they've done some things too when it comes to getting their bag or their money, they may be really pissed off that you put your boundaries down or you left. So just be cautious of that. Make sure you have like a backup plan, or you have some form of documentation stating that you found out about this, or that you record it. Like I said before, record the conversation or record whatever it is so that you have evidence, so you build a case for yourself, so you don't get dragged into whatever this is. Imprisonment or slavery. Because this is a cycle as well. Intrepid. What does intrepid mean? I have a dictionary right in front of me. What's intrepid? Shoot. Somebody could be shooting for you. Intrepid. Oh, it's right there. Thank you. In a reasonable or apparently reasonable way, often to suit one's convenience. Rationalize. Interpret or clarify a code, obscure text, mystery, or like the decipher, decrypt. Interpret or explain, expound, elucidate, or construe. So you figured something out. Whatever this is. Fragment. So this could just be a portion of it. That is the justice, the truth that came out. Whatever this is. It saved your ass from something. I don't see the Ten of Swords here, but you got the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. And had this been in the upright, you might not have got the Three of Clubs either. So because those two I put over here, so this would be the material. This would be the 3D. See on. Forerunner. Person or thing signaling the arrival of something. A harbinger. Herald. A forerunner. Person or thing that came before, such as a previous occupant of a position, a predecessor, and a precursor. So a previous occupant. It could be a previous tenant as well. Somebody that was there beforehand. They could have foreseen something as well. Maybe they left. They could have told you something about this. Self-indulgence. Focus on self-worth. Time to heal. Shadow work and self-appreciation. Appreciate the little things. Like this win is a victory. If you overcome something that was not for you, or that would have led you down a path to imprisonment or any kind of state of mental torment, then just be grateful you got out of that. You did the work, you studied, maybe you went back to school, which gave you a little bit more enlightenment too, or maybe you did the research on it. You didn't even take a course or nothing. You just looked up online what you needed to look up, and you found your way out of it. And you also listened to other people as well that gave you some advice or solution. This could be people, just friends of yours in a friend group, whatever it was. Yeah, time to heal. What else can we get for the Love Oracle deck? Feels like the hot seat. Put on the hot seat. Change. Lots of people are going for change. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. Axe. Almost sounds like axe. The butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. This could be this new partnership that you're going into. Or just loving up on yourself. Fortune telling. By means of observing fire or flames. Pyromancy. That could be one of your gifts. Be careful with that. You can also do scribe writing as well if you are good at writing without looking and you just focus on the flame. And I'm not talking about like a negative kind of divination where you get into negative energies. You should be able to discern the difference if you have your own gifts and abilities. And doing a form of writing. It's automatic writing. I think that's what's called. Not scribe writing. You can scribe in water. Automatic writing. Pyromancy. That almost sounds romantic. Did I say something about a poem earlier too? What do we got? We got ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Okay. And then we've got twin flames. Again, that would be the Two of Cups idea too. Yin and yang, Zen balance, union, duality, coupling, and complement each other. So you went from one thing to another. I'm feeling really strongly this is more of a female energy, but then again, I'm a feminine energy. I am more in my masculine sometimes. Right now, I feel more in my feminine, so whoever I'm tapping into, this very well could be you leaving this King of Coins, regardless of what the situation is that brought injustice. Although it almost feels like he pulls in the same direction, like he's leaving you. So this could be a mutual separation. And you're both going your own ways. The golden mirror. Yeah, this could have been an opportunity. So you came into each other's lives to mirror each other and just learn what you needed to learn. You go on your own ways. Good, as long as nobody's dragging nobody into nothing and nobody is trying to start shit with nobody. Although I still feel the pulling energy of the King of Coins, like you want something. I'm saying money, but it doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could just be other things as well. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. So it could have been like a narcissistic paradigm where he or she is just love bombing and getting what they want, but then turning around and treating you like crap, and you had enough of that, regardless of what the agreement was, whether this be paying for rent or paying for whatever, because some people do other things to pay for what they need. And I don't necessarily mean these sexual favors, but there's other means of doing that, having an agreement. Back in the day, it used to be trade. This could be for gifts and stuff too. Drug, potion, technique for getting pains and sorrows. You could be a part of a healing group. Soulmates. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. Yeah, this was a contract. This was something that came into your life and then now is not. So don't worry about it. And then we got camera. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. Definitely learn from the past. Even if you don't want to, try to learn from the past. Okay? Hopefully that helps.